Hey, I didn't plan on making a video today. I haven't been feeling the best. We went on vacation the last week of July, first week of August. It was fantastic. We absolutely loved it. We went to Dundee, great family place. And anyway, when we got back, pretty much everybody in the family got sick. Um, Earaches, UTIs, and strep throat. So I had a pretty bad case of strep throat that took me down for at least a good week. I did get antibiotics and I am feeling better, but I don't know if you can tell my voice is still not back to normal, so please excuse me. Um, so I haven't done a whole lot. I'm sorry, I'm never sure where to look in this thing. I haven't done a whole lot with the garden um, really since the end of July, which is pretty awful. So just came to the high tunnel to tie some stuff up and water, and I thought I have to bring you along because the growth in here has just been exponential. It's crazy. um, and I started weeding, and then I thought, you know what? No, I want to show you what it looks like with the weedy mess before I tidy anything up, kind of how everything's going. Um, and I guess once we finish here, I'll have to go to the front garden and do some much needed maintenance out there, and I'll bring you along for that as well. Just so you can see how much it's grown and how much it was neglected, but that is life. So I'm gonna flip you around and show you um, inside the high tunnel now. I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. So as you can see, the pumpkins and the squash are vining. Some of them are almost to the top. The idea that I had is half working. um, I just think these plants are just too big. If I was stuck with small squash, it would probably work. But like these pumpkins are going to be massive pumpkins. And I just don't think they're going to have enough room to grow. I might get one pumpkin off of it. Compared to outside, I would have got, probably 4 or 5. But you know what? We learn. Probably not what I'm going to do next year, but it is what it is for this year. And I'm getting powdery mildew. I don't usually get that when it's outside. In a high tunnel, I thought because they didn't get rained on, it wouldn't happen, but it's so humid in here and there's not a lot of airflow. Um, I have fans that I wanted to purchase. I just hadn't purchased them yet, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but they are growing. I've had to tie them up and I had to cut a lot of the leaves so the hot peppers down here could grow, and they are now bouncing back. And now you can see I have a path. When I first came there was none. And these tomatoes, like, holy moly, they are just insane. I've just been letting them go. I haven't been removing the suckers. I did clear a while back the base, and that's all the pruning I did, and that's probably all the pruning I'm gonna do. This is an experiment year. I want to see what they will do with just going wild like this. And again, next year I will not plant as many. I'm gonna cut it back by at least half next year just to give them more space. It's even hard to see because of all the foliage of if there's tomatoes in here, to be honest. But then if you kind of start to look, you can see there's some. When I was down weeding and looking up, I think I found a few, like they're hidden in there. So I think once they start turning colors, I'll be able to find them. This end of the garden, for some reason, isn't doing as well. So these were the peppers, oh my God, see, I'm so tired. Tomatoes that hadn't gotten potted up, and their roots were only about this big from that tray. And that's what most of these ones were. And they're just not bouncing back or growing like the ones I had potted up. So that really goes to show how important it is to pot things up at the right time. And then I just don't know if this end of the garden gets less water. We're kind of on a slope, so technically the water should run down here, but everything looks drier down this way and not as vigorous. Maybe it's the soil. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what's happening. Tomatillos are looking beautiful. Again, I have not put the netting up to tie them to, but I have to get to that. Here's some of the weeds I plucked out earlier. So you could not see dirt when I came in here. And I'll show you the other side what it looks like before I weed it. But yeah, these are all looking pretty dry. They need a really good drink. They're growing up and up. And this one didn't get pollinated. There's one at the top I hope gets pollinated. There's lots of insects, bugs, flies, bees, and stuff in here all the time. So I was hoping I wouldn't have to hand pollinate, but I might have to. There's a female, might open the next couple days. I don't know if I've seen one that's actually been fertilized yet. Let's have a look. Well, this little guy, I don't know, maybe. This one might have been fertilized. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Do we have any others? I'm not really seeing any signs of... Ooh, wait. There's one. And it looks like it's growing. Fingers crossed. Not even sure which one this is. It's one of the pumpkins, I'm guessing. Yep, it's either Pipita or Cargo. The Pipita, if I'm saying that right, is a hulless, God, I can't speak today. Seeds inside, so they're good for roasting. I thought they'd be good for the kids. Oh, there's another female that she looks like she was pollinated. So maybe we'll get a few. Again, I mean, unless things change drastically, I don't think I'm going to do this next year. They're just, like, some of these leaves are just so massive. The plants are just going to get huge. Like I said, maybe if I did it with, like, the mini butternuts or, you know, something small. Because, like, these leaves aren't bad. Like, I could grow this in here. And I think this is one of the smaller squashes, but just the big pumpkins just doesn't seem like a good fit. But, and my chickens are now free ranging and coming in here, and I have to keep shooing them out. So this is the other side. See how you can't find the soil? Yeah, I hadn't weeded in over a month. The poor calendula that's in there, I don't know how it's surviving. And some of the tomatoes are putting out suckers from the base. I am removing them. There's just no space or time for them to produce, I don't believe. And here's the cucumbers. They are doing good. Really starting to put off some nice cucumbers. Oh, some down here. And I have a bunch of different varieties in here that I was trying out. I've already eaten a few. These ones are supposed to be picked at a smaller size. They're more like a snacking cucumber for the kids. Now these ones, can I get in here? These ones are a cute little one. They're really almost white on one end and green on the other. They're really quite unique. I believe they're called cork. I could be wrong. And I don't think I can find the name tags right now. But look at the peppers. They're doing fantastic. They're really starting to put on some good growth. They're really loving the high tunnel. You can see a few different ones in here. I'm excited for that. I'm getting so excited for canning. I know I'll probably regret saying that once I actually start canning, but I think it's just going to be the perfect part. I can't wait to eat the salsa and some chow chow and pickles. See, I haven't been to this side yet, so I still need to tie up some of this stuff. There's the watermelons, and there's cantaloupes, and then just small melon types. I can't remember. There's like a kajari, a few other types of melons mixed in. We'll see how these do. I thought because these were like smaller vines, they might do better in here. There's a female right there. Here's one. I don't know if it got pollinated or not. I hope we get a few melons anyway, just to see. And this was planted so late. So if I got in here in May, the end of May, and planted, I like this place would just be crazy. And I think we'd have a lot more production. This stuff didn't get planted till, geez, mid-July, was it? No, beginning of July. I'll have to go back and look. And these poor cucumbers are not doing well. The cucumber beetles have been so bad in here. I've been fighting them, but they just got a few. I think it's bacterial wilt is what happens to them. And they're crashing, which is really sad because we got some really good varieties back here. We got the Katrina, and you can see they're not growing, like the shape of them is not doing very well. It looks like something was munching on that one. And we're starting to get some powdery mildew over here too. So, trying to see if I can see. Here's a white cucumber. Hopefully these ones will do better. Some of them are still alive. So, we'll get a few anyway. That's what happens. You plant, way more than you need. The bugs take what they want, and hopefully you get the rest. Right? There's some nice growth on it. The other tomatillo over here. And lots of weeds. But see, even this spot with the weeds, there's not a lot of. So I don't know if it's the actual tomatoes or if there's something lacking in just this part of the soil. Because as you can see, the weeds are rampant up there and then slow right down this way. And then they ramp up again. And it's the same way with the tomatoes. Really big tomatoes, really small, and then big again. So maybe it's a nutrition issue. Maybe I'll come in here and give them a liquid fertilizer. I think I still have some kelp fertilizer left, so maybe I'll come in after I've watered them and give them a good drink of that as well, and maybe give them a boost. We'll see. I'm already exhausted, and I've only been out here for maybe a half an hour. That strep throat just took me out big time. I have zero energy. And let's look at these peppers. I think these are a cayenne. What else do we have in here? This is a ring of fire, so another cayenne type. Did a lot of cayennes, and then I was trying to do a lot of jalapenos. This is a nice one. I want to make more sriracha sauce, so I need some red jalapenos for that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update of in here before I finish weeding and tying stuff up. Trying to see tomatoes. Some here. These. So there is tomatoes in here. Just gonna have to look for them. Oh, this is something different. That almost looks like, is it like a magnesium deficiency? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Doesn't look blighty to me. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Where's that branch at? Just in case I'm taking that out of here. Oh, I keep touching the camera. Sorry. There's some more tomatoes. So I guess there is tomatoes in here. It's just hard to see. We'll see how well they do. Tomatoes in my front yard. The plants seem really nice and beautiful, but I don't see a whole lot of tomatoes on them either. So, but we've had probably the hottest summer that we've had in a very long time. Heat wave after heat wave after heat wave, which has been fantastic for growth, but I think the plants are just struggling from it. Just not used to growing like that here. These are cherries. I'm trying to, I can't believe I don't have any ripe cherries yet. It's crazy to me. We are, what is today? Oh geez. I don't even remember the date today. Maybe the 12th? 12th of August, I think. Somewhere around there anyway. But yeah. I think overall the high tunnel's doing really well. Some things are doing better than others. But I'm pretty happy with it. I was gonna do the front yard too on this video, but this is already like 18 minutes long. So I might just do this update and do the front garden update separate. But I gotta get back to weeding. So, bye.